Hello, welcome to Sun and Magic. I am Ivy, the creator, the head witch. Welcome. Shit, I totally forgot what this video was gonna be about. Oh yes, today we're gonna be talking about bonding with your magical tools, okay? And right now, the magical tools that I have with me just for demonstration, bees, the crystal. This was my birthday gift to myself, my tiger's eye palm stone. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be feeling when I touch it, but I do know that I like it a lot. And it does something for me. I got it in a time of need. And you know what? When you're drawn to something in a time of need, get it. So for the magical tools that I have to display for you, these pendulums. This is the little, I think, opalite pendulum. I actually made this from materials at like a craft store and beads from my Mama's collection. Okay, it's like my cute. The other one, it has a twin, and I gave the other one to my ex-boyfriend. Bless him. And then this one is my Lapis Lazuli pendulum. It actually didn't come with this chain. This chain came from my best friend, and I altered it so that it could be perfect chain for my pendulum. And I also got this one from Spencer's with my ex-boyfriend. God bless him. My Rider-Waite. I love this deck for giving readings to other people. It's very easy to understand that way. What we are here for is not about how to communicate with them, but how to build meaningful relationships with them. Okay. So bonding with magical tools, because you know this is way more applicable and also like funner, if funner is a word. But anyway, okay. So I have a list here that I've created, and the first thing on the list here that I am willing to speak on is cleansing it the first time you meet, okay? Now there are many different ways to clean your magical tools. The most popular versions are sage and Palo Santo. Some people cleanse them in incense smoke, or you know, any type of smoke. I cleanse my items in dirt. I have a jar of dirt on my altar, in my physical altar. And what do I do with it? I stick the items in the dirt. Like my pendulums, they sleep in the dirt. They like it there. Well, I know that one of them likes it there. I didn't ask the other one, but I probably should. My other jewelry resting on the, I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see it, but it's in this general area. It sits in the sun, and it's a sun charm, and it likes the sun. I use smoke cleansing, and I use a sage spray, and I have a crystal in here for, you know, cleansing and charging it at the same time, because I love it. I love it so much, and I want them to have the best energy possible. So if you're using sage to cleanse your magical tools, or cleansing anything, you definitely want to follow up with the following vibe that you want to set. So some people use sage, and then they use like sweetgrass or Palo Santo, or ylang ylang, or whatever you want to use. Personally, I make my own sprays. I have a spray of what is in there? There's like lemon essential oil, cedar essential oil, frankincense, and some other stuff that I just put together intuitively, because that's who I am. And I spray it on myself, and in the air, and on the cards, and on pretty much anything, honestly, to just raise the vibes. Another way to set the vibe is to, you know, incorporate crystals. Put the crystal that you think you want your, whatever crystal you want your tool to embody. Boom, there you go. And yeah, that's with cleansing them, and then spending a lot of time with them. That's the next part. Spend a lot of time with your cards, not just your cards, with your tools. Use them consistently, especially when you first get them. If you're hearing noises, I do live with my mom and my family. That's my sister. But anyway, just in case you thought that there was some hostage situation going on here, there isn't. They're just loud. Okay, so yes, meditating together, sleep bonding, and consistent usage. Those are the 3 smallest points that I have here. And then when it comes to actually getting to know each other, because you are dating these tools, okay? But more than dating, you're building lifelong bonds and connections with them. You want them to know you, and you want to know them, and you don't want to offend your tools or the entities that are behind those tools. Now, I didn't ask them, not her. I didn't ask them if they wanted to be in the video today. That probably give me some like negative points in my roster, honestly. But this pendulum here, I had to actually like communicate with the entity of this pendulum. It's okay. I don't know if it's okay or not, but you know, it's not okay. All right, I'll put you down. We had to I had to really talk to and get to know the entity of that pendulum so that I can better understand not only how to communicate with them, but what to communicate with them about. Honestly, when you bonding with them, it's all fun and games to you know, talk to them and stuff, but you must set boundaries and tell them what you expect from them. Well, not really what you expect, but what type of relationship you want it to be. You know, let them know. Okay, now to get to know the spirit, so I have asked casual questions, honey. Have casual conversations to get to know one another. So with pendulums, they only answer yes or no questions. I've learned with my tarot cards that my tarot cards don't have a spirit. My personal tarot cards don't have a spirit, but they can be used to, you know, communicate with other entities, such as, you know, your spirit guides, your ancestors, if they vibe with tarot, or if they, you know, can see, if they can use their senses to connect with the tarot and communicate with you that way, then cool. Same thing with runes and, you know, scrying and, you know, many other forms of divination. You either the tool has a specific entity, or you can communicate and reach out to other entities through that tool, you know. Like my pendulum had, I should ask if they came with the tool or if they just used the tool. But I really do think they came with the tool. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, but that's a possibility, and it's good to ask them that, okay? All right, so like I said, get to know the tool by knowing its spirit. And also almost everything, every tool that we have kind of has a spirit. Everything that we use, I know crystals sometimes may have spirits, like the crystal spirit. I know the earth and the dirt and the trees, they have spirits. And a lot of times, if your tools aren't obtained ethically, they could collect negative vibes and resentment towards humans. And you know, you want to be careful about that. But that's just a little tidbit up in there. Okay. Now, I'm sorry if I'm jumping all over the place. It's just the season. Anyway, get to know the tools by its spirit, by knowing its spirit, okay? So, like I said, my tarot cards don't have a spirit, but I know I can use them to communicate with other spirits. So therefore, when I'm trying to bond with my tarot cards, after I cleanse them, I carry them around with me a lot. I go with them places and have them with me while I'm interacting with other people. Not having other people interact with the cards, but having them with me so that they can feel my vibes in many different situations, you know, just so that we can get an understanding of who the fuck I am, and so that they can recognize my energy over someone else's energy. And that's very necessary when you're about to give readings to other people, so that you can be more specific when asking the cards for guidance. But if you're using your cards for you, like this deck right here, I don't only use this deck for me. I use this deck to do readings for other people, and I use this deck to carry around. It's like my social deck, right? I let other people touch that deck. Of course, I cleanse it regularly and I bond with it again regularly. I keep it in my energy field. I give it crystals. That's why I keep the crystal with that deck. But when you have your personal tools, cleanse them, like do like a spring cleaning and fall cleaning on them, just so that, you know, or if you have a very strong emotional release with the tool, be sure to cleanse it afterwards. You do not want that residual energy picking up and spreading onto all of your other readings. Cleanse it regularly, not like a spring cleaning, but like once every month or every few months. I do mine like once every few months. Sometimes, well, I do readings on Instagram live every Thursday, so I cleanse them every couple of weeks. I don't cleanse them after every reading because I don't need to, but I do cleanse them every couple of weeks. And that's like with the smudging, with either like liquid, like sprays, smoke, crystals, or just envisioning the energy leaving the cards or transmuting on the cards, you know, all sorts of things like that. Sitting them in the sun or the moonlight is a way to cleanse them if you're into that stuff. Some people like to just, you know, like do specific ritualistic things when they cleanse their deck, and that's cool too. The world is your oyster. There are many different ways. You can look them up on YouTube. How to smudge your cards. Yeah. Does the entity use that tool exclusively? Like my pendulum spirit, they only use the pendulum. Does it migrate tools? Like, can you talk to them through like your favorite automatic writing pen? Do you talk to them through tarot, oracle? Do you divine with charms and runes? Like, do they use that too? That's a good question, so that you know that you can communicate with them. Also, ask them their name. If they don't audibly through sound, you can ask for like automatic writing. Ask for it to come up to you in dreams, that you can remember. Ask them to give you a name that you exclusively can call them by, and that's another way to build connections with the actual spirit of the tool. You can call on them. You're like, listen, I need to talk to you right now. Or you can just be like, hey. That's another thing. Like, some tools don't prefer you to just jump right into using them. They want to be greeted first. Like, hello, you know, how are you? Do you want to be talked to today? Like, what do you want to talk about today? And I'll act accordingly. Like, do you want to talk about this? Do you know the information about this? You know, stuff like that. Before just diving into using them like they just some type of tool. But it's true though, it's true. Okay, it's just a respect thing. Make sure that they're okay with what you're doing before you start doing it. That's how you get to know them. And then like you can tell them up front, like, listen, I don't like this, I don't want this. Be straight up with me, be honest with me, don't lie to me, don't even lead me in the wrong direction. You know, you are here for me. Okay? And I do's that. Hunty. Okay. Do they use any of the psychic senses to relay info? There are like, I've heard that there are like 5, 6, 8, 10. I know of 8 as of right now, which is clairsentience, claircognizance, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairgustance, which is clear taste, the clear smelling, clear emotional feeling, which is clear empathy. Clairsentience is like clear physical feeling. And then clairtangency, which is when you touch things. Information comes to me through touching things. Okay. Clairaudience is when information comes to you from hearing. Clairvoyance is when information comes to you visually. Claircognizance is when you just be knowing information. It's like boop, drops in your head. Not like clairaudience where you can like hear a thought or something. More so like, or like you process it or something. It's not like that. Clairsentience is just like you just know. Okay? Not clairsentience. Claircognizance is when you just know. Clairsentience is clear physical feeling. And I think I'm missing something. These 2 senses is when you like receive information through taste or smell. Just, you know, a little background on those psychic senses. Okay. Asking them if they relay messages through these senses in our body is another way to also communicate with them. It's another way to communicate with them. boom. And then also get to know them better, and then asking them questions like, do you see, do you hear, like stuff like that. That's do they like to go out in public? Meaning, is it okay if you take them out in public with you? Now, some of my tools don't like to leave the house, and some of them don't mind leaving the house. But ask them permission, because sometimes they get they get overwhelmed by all the information that they're receiving with them. So like, I can take one tarot deck out in public with me, but another deck I just feel like I should leave it at home. My pendulums, sometimes, like, it depends on where they're going, and they'll go once, but I don't think they'd want to go again. So, you know, that's just that on that. That's that on that, period. There's more. Do they like to work with people outside of you? Are you their only person? That's a good question, because sometimes, like, they may be frustrated from dealing with another person, and they're like, listen, don't come with the bullshit. Or they may be tired. Like, actually, like, I don't really know how the spirit realm work, but like, sometimes they do, like, dead ass be getting irritated. So you gotta just proceed with caution. Also, like, be respectful that some deities, like major deities, don't work for us. Simple as that. Regardless of what you may think or believe, that they may be contracted to you, they are more powerful beings than you. Like, simple as that. Like, they may not be, like, you know, look, I'm just speaking facts. Do they like music, literature, art, film? Like, what are they into? You know, try to get to know their personality and stuff like that. I don't know how important that may be to you, but that's really important to me, so that I know, like, you know, the type of personality that I'm dealing with, the type of entity that I'm dealing with, and, you know, which ways do they like to be cleansed? Not really cleansed, but which ways do they like to be, you know, interacted with, you know? And it also can tell you other ways that they may be giving messages to you, connecting with the spirit that you're working with. I know that I'm talking about bonding with the tool, but when it comes to tools like your pendulum, or say like runes, if you have spirits attached to your runes, you will need to know this information. Like, not just because like you want to work with them, but because you're building a serious relationship with them. Like I said earlier in this video, it's imperative to get to know them just as they're getting to know you. And if you show that you are more open and responsive, and also respectful of them and their time and their space, like, come on. Now, some of them may not like any of the shit at all, and they may not like give a fuck at all, and that's good to know too. Like, come on now. Keeping it going. How do they prefer to be recharged? Some items like to be hanging out in the dirt. Some items like to be hanging in the wind, like natural air. Some items like to be chilling in water, you know, for elements. Some of them like listening to music and having like sound therapy. Some of them will want you to like read to them and then relax. Some of them just want to sit in a dark place. Some of them want to be cleansed in the light. It's very different for all of them. and it's good to just, you know, you want your tools to have the most energy for you to work with. I know that when my pendulum gets tired and they don't really want to fuck with me no more, they don't be going swinging in strong directions. They be like, I be like, come on now, you tired? They be like, yeah. I'm like, fine, go to bed. I was talking to you all day today, so the least I could do is let you rest. All right, do they like animals and pets? I have a pet. Her name's Luna. She's a cat, and, you know, I let her play with almost anything if she wants to. If my tool doesn't like to interact with certain animals, it's best to not agitate them by letting your animal play with that tool. Personally, I let Luna like play with it, like, she be like, oh my God, it's a that'd be Luna. You're like, oh my God, it's a thing. When it comes to bonding with your sleep, you just put them underneath your pillow or sit them on your bedside table or sleep next to them somehow, and you know, there you go. Some people, now beware, because you may get some weird ass dreams. I know people who have had nightmares, prophetic dreams, you know, all different types of situations, really good, like fun dreams, or just some random dream, or no dream, or just blank space. You never know. You never know. But just, you know, fair warning, you may experience some weird things, and that's okay. Just be careful. And also, like I said, you know, cleanse them, put them in your energy, and of course be sure that you communicate with them, that you're going to communicate with me for my highest and greatest good only and always. Do not try to steer me in a like negative direction or something like that, you know. Just be real clear about your intention to them and tell them, like, listen, like, this is what it is, and if you don't do that, then I'm throwing you in the trash. I'm banishing you. You're not gonna interact with me, bitch. Peace, bitch. But anyway, meditating together, yes, this is having them with you, either like around your neck, in your palm, in your pants, in your pocket, in your bra, and just, you know, meditate. Or do whatever you want to do with them. Go about your daily errands around the house with them. You know, just have them close. Get quiet with them. And just, you know, I don't know, stuffs. And that's all that I have for you. If you found this video useful, if you found me cute or whatever, then be sure to share this with somebody else that you think will benefit from this video. Give this video a likey like if you think that, you know, it deserves it. I have fun doing this. I have fun talking about this. I'm glad to be giving some more useful information. I know I haven't been here in a minute, and it's okay because I'm here now and I'm getting more information and content ready to share. Okay, bye.